I don't even know what's going on with our brothers right now. What is happening? Kanye, what's up? Shannon, what's up? Yo, but it ain't just Kanye and Shannon. It's all of us middle-aged brothers. We losing our mind. Let's talk about it.
Get down, get down, get down, get down. Drop that.
For me, what? Work
it. Get down, get down, get down, get down, get down. Work
it. Greetings and welcome to another episode of The Hallway, where we talk about societal issues and offer a perspective of Christian commentary, of social awareness, of just general mindfulness about the things going on in our world and how it affects us, our community. Now, when I say us in our community, sometimes I mean black men, sometimes I mean all black folk, sometimes I mean general America, because we have a voice that speaks to the whole world. We are not limited in our perspective or our approach, but every once in a while we have to talk about some things from a very specific nature that have a specific meaning to a specific segment of society. That brings us to today. Today, I want to talk to you guys from just a concern about us, concern about middle-aged black men. Shannon Sharpe, Kanye West, and a crisis of black men. The uncles are going crazy. The uncles are losing their mind. All right, listen, we need to talk. There's something real, something serious going on. Something that's been kind of creeping through the barbershops and the group chats and the awkward silences in the gym. You know, it's called nicely the midlife crisis. And when it happens to us as black men, like most things, it's always over the top. White guys go through a midlife crisis, they go buy a Corvette. We go through a midlife crisis, we lose $50 million. Go talk to Shannon Sharpe about it. But it's not just any midlife crisis, because we are different. That's right. The premium, melanin infused, high pressure, soul searching spiral of what am I doing with my life that we have to deal with, served with a side of protein powder and a splash of unresolved childhood trauma. Brothers are in trouble. And who better to talk about this than, of course, Shannon Sharpe and Kanye West? I mean, let's start with Uncle Shannon. Yo, Uncle Shannon. Shannon is my contemporary. You know, I discovered this thing about this uncle thing, right? Kind of grew out of that whole auntie culture. Uh, and we got these young brothers around here calling us Unc. Sometimes they call us OG. You know, we used to think OG was cool, but OG, they wasn't saying old gangster or original gangster. They were saying old guy. Brothers, we are not who we used to be, right? Look at Shannon Sharpe. Man, he looks like he eats steel for breakfast. This dude is built like some Greek chiseled statue. His suits are so tight they look like they stitched on, like they are painted onto his biceps. But somehow, every time he talks, I feel like I'm watching a man bench press the weight of black masculinity and unresolved emotional baggage every time.
This dating thing, because it's Mo is different now than when you and I.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
When you trying to say? What you trying to say? Mo?
I'm
You
looking right at you.
I know
I'm
you looking at me. What
I
I'm
ain't
saying.
backing.
Talks, and I feel like we are dealing with a brother that got some issues that he ain't talked about, he ain't fixed yet. Have you ever noticed he'll pivot from talking about football to talking about being abandoned by his father without even blinking an eye? I mean, like, you know, Joe Burrow looked sharp tonight, unlike my daddy who left me when I was 3. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, my man, are you okay? Like, really, are you okay? And then there's Kanye. Yes. Then there's Kanye. Now Kanye, the crisis hit him a long time ago.
Sway.
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Kanye's crisis hit the runway at the Paris Fashion Week when he was wearing a White Lives Matter T-shirt. I mean, he had a full conspiracy theory thing going on, and it made us whisper stuff like Jesus. No, not Jesus. I'm sorry, Jesus. What's going on? Kanye is what happens when brilliance meets too much Wi-Fi, and no one tells you to stop for 15 years straight. But here's the thing: behind the fashion shows, behind the tweets, behind the club Shay Shay, behind all the clips, there's a pattern, a loud, chaotic, and emotional, deeply human pattern being exposed in these two brothers' lives that ultimately are also exposed in ours. Black men hitting middle age with money and fame and muscles and platform, but they have absolutely no inner peace, and they don't know how to get it. You know why? Because half of us grew up without dads, and the other half of us that had dads, some of them were emotionally unavailable. I didn't necessarily have that issue, but I've watched men my whole life who did, and those who had neither father nor a father who was present that was emotionally unavailable. We were raised by grandmothers, and the grandmothers told us that men don't cry, go outside and play, because grandma came from a generation where men didn't cry. But there's a society telling us to get in touch with our feminine side. TD Jakes telling us to have he emotions. Yo, this. We had a duplicitous mindset, all kinds of things going on in our mind all at once. Now we're grown, and someone asks us how we feel, and we say, "Oh, I feel like doing 200 push-ups. I feel like ghosting everyone in my life." We have these extremes going on that make absolutely no sense, and it isn't healthy, y'all. It's not healthy. Meanwhile, these young brothers are watching us, and I mean they're watching us, and they see what they see. They see a rich black man going viral for meltdowns. They see 50-year-olds beefing like they're in a high school hallway. They see wealth without wisdom, ego without healing, muscles without mentorship. So now we got a bunch of 22-year-olds thinking that being a man means doing dumbbell curls while emotionally disassociating to a future song. We got to do better. We got to do better. Look, I'm not saying that we all need to sit down in a circle with a drum and cry. It might help, but I'm not saying that's what we got to do. I'm saying we need to stop disappearing behind our jobs, hiding behind our egos, and hiding behind our attempts at getting back into shape. We need to start showing up as flawed and growing, transparent men. We need to be visible. These brothers need to see us. We can't hide ourselves. We have to be an active participant in society. Yes, yes. Laugh at Shannon when he goes on a 10-minute monologue about how he did 4,000 sit-ups in the rain, and then you flip on Instagram and he's being set up by some white girl. Yes, you gotta chuckle at it because it's rough. Give Kanye the side eye when he's, out here uh, dressed like an IKEA mannequin. I mean, you know what I'm saying? When Kanye's out here looking crazy, wearing Hitler shirts and talking about where the swastika's at. Yo, man, what you doing, brother? But then ask yourself, am I doing the work? I mean, I'm not having a meltdown in front of the whole world, but am I doing the work? Am I breaking the cycle? Are these same tendencies repeating themselves in my life on a smaller scale? Or am I just passing the crisis down to the next generation like another bad pair of Jordans? I just don't wear these no more. Maybe you can use them. The world doesn't need to see perfect black men. It would be nice, but that's not. The world needs to see present black men. It needs to see men who can teach young boys how to build not just muscle, but emotional intelligence. Because right now, we got a lot of six-packs and not enough peace. We got a lot of guys who have figured out a way to make it, and yet and still, they seem so far from any goals in their life. So here's your call to action. My brothers, go and mentor some young mother. Go mentor some young man. He needs to just talk to you. He needs to find out what you think. And then maybe you need to talk to a therapist. It may not hurt. It may not hurt. Sometimes you got to sort some things out for yourself. Go talk to your pastor. Yeah, it won't hurt. Go talk to somebody. Go eat some vegetables. And if you just got the spiral out of control, don't do it on Instagram. If you just got to, don't post it. It's okay. It'll be fine. That's how I see it. Thank you for watching this episode of The Hallway. And I hope this made you think. And if it made you say, woo, then we're doing something right. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and share this with somebody who needs it. Don't keep the hallway to yourself. Bring folks with you. Also, big news, I've got a brand new show coming your way, Kitchen Conversations, an interview series where we pull up a chair and keep it real and talk life, lessons, and everything in between. Follow me on all social media so that you don't miss a beat. I'm taking reels, I'm making new videos, I'm shooting behind the scenes videos, all kinds of things, live chats. You want to be in on this. Thanks for rocking with me today. As always, keep walking the hallway. We are just getting started.